going to start the learning sponsors. Year of learning, dealing with the Kaplan in memory of their parents. Mushka Schmutz Bar Yosef Chaim Bechava, Fernando Moshe Eliezer V'Tana, Pesha Shmo Yitzchak Levi V'Tzipora, Isur Ben Yoel Moshe Cohen V'Chana. Rexford Friends of Gladys Sherman, Gutta Bat Meir, Michael Klein and Friends of Judah Klein, Yehuda Tzvi Ben Chaim, Marsha Braun in memory of her husband, Arav Yerachmiel Ben Shmuel, Friends and family of Arthur Ritholtz, Mordechai Yudel Ben Baruch Leib Kohen, Friends and family of Siggy Bessler, Shalom Shraga Ben Dov, Friends of Mordechai Ben Yisrael Haron, Sarah Alfred, memory of her husband, Harav Tzvi Lipa Ben Hillel, Rexford Friends of Maddie Friedman, Mindel Miriam Kalman Ruben, Bella and David Adler, in memory of her father, Eliyahu Cohen. Friends of Honey Chaifetz, Tana Shoshana Bad Yosef. We have a month of learning by Susan and Uvain Podolsky in memory of her mother, Chaya Bad Avraham Dov, by Michael and Judith Koretsky in memory of his mother, Rachel Bad Avraham. Jack Gilman in memory of his brothers, Ev Yosef Ben Yitzchak, Aaron and Melvin Haller in memory of her father, Yosef Eliezer Ben Tzvi Hersh, Barbara Stern in memory of her brother, Israel Avraham Ben David Mudcha, Sonia and Bernie Kutz in memory of their dear friend Honey Chaifetz. She touched so many lives in the best way. A week of learning by Andrew and Stephanie Becker in memory of his mother Chaya Leah Bad Yehoshua and in honor of his friend Rabbi Mordechai Eskovitz, who said Kaddish for her. Marsha and Gary Schwager, in memory of her father Shmuel Ben Meir. Malka and Rabbi Yankee Honig, in memory of her aunt Emma Evel Bat Shimon. Today being the 31st, we also have a day of learning by Jackie Fluchtman, in memory of her husband Yaakov Ben Simcha, and a belated day of learning by Shelley Dubin and Stanley Harlech, in memory of their friend Honey Chaifetz. May Hashem have an aliyah, crank Rafia, Vati Yashir, Hashem Matzliah, Kol B'nai Yisrael, and good Gebench.
12 lines to the top. It's out of Gimel Amud Aleph. This Mishnah we really elaborate on a lot, so we're going to say it pretty simply today. Mishnah. Kotes Adam Azayatzim. A guy can make a deal. If he's going to work for a field owner, okay, he can make a deal of what to get paid instead of eating. Or if he hires out his grown son and daughters, he can also make that same deal. They don't even get some money. Is a grown male and female slaves who make the same deal. I did Ishto and his wife. Why? Since they're all people possessed of maturity and intelligence, they have a right to forego their own rights on his behalf. Well, in the context of we can't make the same deal for his minor sons and daughters, nor for his minor slaves, male and female. Not for his animal. Why? Because none of these have the ability to forego their rights. They shame and dust because they're not considered people who have understanding. Okay? We all learned also, we mentioned this yesterday. A guy hires somebody to work on a field on trees that are the fourth year. Well, the fourth year, that's how you shall have. They can't eat them. Okay, he hired them to work on it. They're not allowed to eat. Okay, but if he didn't let them know, and he fooled them, so to speak, thinking they were going to eat, he's obligated to redeem some of that netaravoy, which you can do, and feed them to redeem food. This partially good, what we said, if the dried figs fell apart, and now remember this is after the time when the work is finished, and work is finished, they're already tied with myself, or in his or his barrels opened up, okay, and he hired people to stick back the figs or to recover the barrels. They can't eat. Why? Because this stuff needs to be mice needs to be taken. It's already past the finishing of the work, even though it didn't. And if you didn't let them know that this stuff was past the time and they're not going to be able to eat, he's obligated to actually to tie them and to feed them. It's his problem. Don't pay yourself on a milk deal. We say what? People who are guarding produce but by the minhag of the country, they are okay. They are allowed to. Now, there's two possibilities. One way, the Rashi way, is that that's the custom and the rabbis ratified it. One is that the rabbis told the country to do it that way. Either way, it's rabbinic. It's rabbinic that watchmen eat. Okay, the people watching the Torah, they see what to see what it is. I will limit it to a but it's not a Torah right. They don't have a Torah right. Only rabbinic right. Now, show me Peiros, okay? And when you told me what that watchman allowed to eat Amar Rav, so Rav says, Loshana Ela B'Shomrei, like Jason. He says the idea that they aren't allowed to eat from the Torah, but only rabbinically, that's when people are watching gardens and orchards. Okay, why is that? Because you remember what we learned earlier, the person who works produce only has a right to eat from stuff that's connected at the time of the harvest. But since they're watching growing fruit and not in the time of the harvest, the Torah never awarded them the ability to eat. So it's only there that what that they have no right to eat from the Torah, but they're away from the rabbi. But let's say you're watching already wine presses and piles of produce, which is really what? Which is after the harvest, before the processing. Well, that's the Torah law. Opening the Torah, they're allowed to eat. I mean, how can that be? The only question is what? Even from the Torah, are they really workers? They're just watching. Sabr, because he holds Mishamer Kosamaisadan, because he holds watching is like doing an action. So not only the person who's actually, let's say, cutting things or threshing them, etc., and doing physical activities, even a person who watches, okay, is just a presence. The watcher is also considered working the produce, and therefore, once it's after the harvest, until it's processed from the Torah, they have a right. So it never said that some watchmen eat by rabbinic decree, but some watchmen eat from the Torah perspective, from the Torah law, because they are considered workers. No, you make a mistake. When you told me what that a watchman can eat, that's only by people that are after the harvest, before the malacha is before the processing is finished. Why? And that's when what? And they only eat by rabbinic decree. Okay? No, in a place where had they done an action, the Torah would have awarded them. Okay, it's after the harvest, before the end of the processing. So rabbinically, the rabbis gave it to them. Well, show me Gidus of these people who are watching just the growing fruit. Okay, so it's connected, and before the time of the harvest, where even from the Torah, even if you did an action, you don't have a right to eat. They don't eat not from the Torah, not by the rabbis. They don't eat from the Torah because what they're before the harvest and before the harvest. Okay, it's connected. And the Torah never word them. And they don't eat rabbinically, and they don't eat rabbinically either. Because the Torah never gave them. Okay, Kosaba, okay, Mishama Lav Kosim Asnam Lav. Lakish holds what? That guarding is not doing an action. So the primary argument is really what? Is guarding an action as a guard, a worker? Is he working the produce or is he not working the produce? Masi Rav Kahana, Rav Kahana asked the question. We learn the following: a guy's watching 4 or 5 different owners their fields of squashes. How, huh? Oh, sorry, I skipped. That's right. Thanks, sir. Masr Bacha Barhuna. Mashama Safar. We learn. Okay, now you know that the paraduma has a very strange quality, and that is that everybody that works at it, from the time that you shech the paraduma until the time you gather the ashes, everybody that does any work with it becomes unclean, and they have to their clothing, their clothing, part of their clothing becomes unclean. Becomes unclean. So we learned what. So everybody works the red half. From the shechting until the guy in the ashes, their clothes become unclean. He said, "I'm a shama sapar." Let's say the guy's watching it. He's not doing a physical activity with it, but he's watching it, just like we said over here. The time of the garden, he becomes what? His clothing becomes tummy. So it's pretty strong. If you hold what the guarding is not doing an action, it's not an action. So why does the watcher of the paradua, why does the clothing become tummy? We seem to see a raya that what? That guarding is an action. Amar Rabba Baruli says, nah. He says, you're making a mistake. That really, by Torah law, he doesn't become tummy. That's exactly, that's a rabbinic decree, Shem Yosef Eva. What that maybe that since he might come to move a limb in the process of watching moving the animal, which because he would be his tummy is going to be the raisa. So the rabbis made a decree that even watching it. But the truth is, watching is not an action. But in that case, it wasn't because watching is an action. Because watching might come to an action. So we can defend racial law. Masi Rav Kahana. I mentioned it. We can defend Shmuel. Okay, Masi Rav Kahana asked this question. I'm a Shama Abu from make shows. Let's say a guy's watching 4 or 5 different owners, their fields of squashes. So he shouldn't do, he's allowed to eat, okay, but he shouldn't eat all of it from one place. He should eat proportionally from all the different ones. He shouldn't penalize one guy. The Yamata Bashama Love goes to Maisa Dami. All the watching is not doing an action. Why is he eating? Okay, why is he eating? Here, it doesn't make any sense. If he's not doing any, and this is every kasha, he's not even. Yeah. No, that what? Uh, um, yeah. If he's not doing an action, so then he has, according to everybody, he doesn't have any right to eat. Okay, he's eating from connected. It's connected, and it's not the time of harvesting. Okay, and therefore he's not doing anything. Okay, and therefore what he shouldn't, even by custom, he shouldn't be able to. I'm not sure about Ashi, but you're making a mistake. The case here is really, you're right. It's not. It is the time. It's not the time of the harvest, but really what you're making a mistake. But this talking about where they were pulled up completely by the roots. So you have to see means what knows that the individual squashes weren't picked, but the whole plant was ripped up by the root, and the squash is still connected to it. Okay, so therefore what? Uh, really what it's really he is working with disconnected one, okay, but disconnected and not and before the end of the processing, so he has a right to eat. So you're making a mistake. The real way he has a reason to eat. Why? Because really the truth is that because everybody holds it. This is after the time of the harvest, so there's no problem. And at least the food can say. So since what if he would do an action? Since if he would do an action, he'd have a right. So over here, even if he's not doing an action, he has a right, and that would defend Shmuel. I said, what's that? 1 second. He says, how can you tell me what? That they're uprooted. Although Negro and Makamai. So we're talking about that. Squashes don't need processing. Once you pull them up, they are already finished. Why is he allowed to eat anything? Why is he allowed to eat anything? Since it's already after the end of the processing, the Torah never awarded a worker to eat after the process was finished. The answer is what? Because remember we said yesterday or 2 days ago that the end of the work for squashes is when the flowers fall off. So the flowers didn't fall off. Rav Ashi, what's the Shmuel Mustafa? Rashi says, what Shmuel said makes sense, and that is one that even if he's doing work on connected and it's not the time not the time of harvesting, he doesn't eat anything, and certainly if the guy's discarding it, okay, why? Because it's not because we learn the Elu Ochlin Akim Minatorah. We're going to learn the following. These we learn the Mishnah before. We said these people. Be careful. We're going to make an inference here. He says we learned earlier. These people eat according to the Torah. Who eats according to the Torah? Also, if you're working with stuff that's connected at the time of the harvest, okay, you can eat. With polish and stuff that's disconnected from the ground, the ulu, until the end of the processing. So you should see what from the language was. It didn't say these people can eat. It says these people eat from the Torah. So coming mechlal, that implies what the equal to the for what? But there is somebody else, who eats not from the Torah, but rabbinically they can eat because we have theory of case. Now, how are we going to know what's the case? Okay, what's the case where people eat rabbinically, but not from the Torah? So it must be the person who eats when it's connected before the harvesting, and when it's disconnected after the processing. It must be that the limitations that we set up for the Torah really are superseded by the rabbis. And what? Even before the harvesting, when it's connected, rabbinically you eat, and even after the harvesting and after the processing, you still eat rabbinically. But that doesn't make any sense. You can't read it that way. Why? But you can't, says Rav. You're going to say that before the harvesting, before the harvesting, when it's connected. And if you're going to say what, and after the processing was disconnected, you still let it rabbinically. Ema Sefer, how do I read the very end of the same Mishnah? It discounts it. It's impossible. I can't be the inference. It says the Amish and open. These are the ones that are not allowed to eat. Okay. And what are they? Okay. It's a person who works on the connected stuff before it's harvested, and the person who works the disconnected stuff after it's processed. Well, the inference that we would have made can't be true. So then my ain't open. So what's the ones, okay, that these ones, so who's the ones that don't eat So what do you mean they don't eat? Either Mishnah from the Torah, Medina say they don't eat from the Torah, but rabbinically, Hana then you're saying what? You're saying what you already said from the Resha. Allah, you're forced to say what? So it can't be that, okay? You already learned that. Allah, you must be saying what? Jane Oflin must be what? If they're not eating low min Torah and low min. If these people don't eat at all, they don't eat from the Torah, and they don't, because otherwise you wouldn't know how to repeat yourself. People said they don't eat from the Torah, they don't even eat from the rabbinic decree. Therefore, I'm stuck now. So in the end, since the inference should make the ratio concluded by the Seifa, okay, because it would just be a repetition, okay. If I read it that way, Allah. So what does it mean? What that you say? Okay, okay. Who people? These people who don't eat at all. I mean, also when people with a pepper shots think about it. It must be a person who eats when it's connected to the ground before it's harvested. The closer came show okay, let's do that. The closer came show me goodness of a day. And certainly people who are what? Who are just guarding gardens and orchards, okay, that not only is their work when it's connected and before the harvest, they're not even doing anything. Yes, it fits like Shmuel. And therefore, okay, we want to say what? That some people don't eat from the Torah, but they are eating a lot of rabbinic decree. It can only be talking about what? It's talking about a person who's guarding. He's talking about, it must be talking about what? A person who's guarding something that is disconnected, but before the processing. And what is the reason? Since he's not doing any action, okay, but since it's a place that did an action, you would eat from the Torah, so he also would have been a place that eat it, and that would be like says the Mishnah. We have this is really a preempting, not preempting, but already introducing the whole next chapter. The Abba Shalom, we learn in the Torah, we learn that there are 4 Shalom. But really, there's only 3 that we know about, and we have to know about the 3. The 2 we know about are the unpaid watchman, a paid watchman, and a borrower. What we discussed 4. Abba Shomer, and the Mishnah says 4. Shomer Fima, an unpaid watchman, a borrower, a notice a person who's paid to watch, let's over. Let's talk about, pardon me, a person who's paid to watch, let's over, and a person who won't. And now what we say in the Mishnah continues. The unpaid watchman, he can swear that he's not that something that product was destroyed accidentally, okay, or it was stolen or lost, and he's exempt. He can swear for all these things. He's exempt. Shoma is like the borrower, nothing to do with it. It's an accident, theft, loss. You have to pay. Nothing to do with it. And I say, but what when it comes to a paid watchman or a renter, so they are the men. They can swear on accidents like the animal's leg broke, Shavuya, taken captive, Mesa, died. These are all accidents beyond their control. They swear that happened to them. They don't pay. The Shama Saveda said to them, but they do have to pay for what? For loss and theft. So now, you know that there's, we're going to see in a second, we have the third person, the person who rents something. We don't know how to look at it. So we discussed it earlier. Should we look at him like he's not getting paid? Maybe he should be obligated like what? Like a unpaid watchman. But on the other hand, he's getting a lot of benefit. He's getting benefit almost like a borrower. Yeah, so maybe we should be more responsible. So should we make him like a paid watchman, or should we make him like an unpaid watchman? So the Montana Hashem. So how'd you get 4 watchmen? Okay, since our Mishnah said 4 watchmen, how about nothing? The mayor, there must be Rabbi Meir. So a mayor, we'll see, who holds that a renter has the same rule as what? As a paid watchman. Rabbi nothing. So Rabbi says nothing. He could, let's say, what are you talking about? He says, anybody who doesn't have 4 watchmen, everybody knows there's 4 categories. There's an unpaid watchman, a paid watchman, a renter, and a borrower. Amalei says, no, this is what I'm saying to you. Montana Shasota, when I say Sofa, who's the one who tells me that a renter is like a paid watchman or a mayor's paid watchman? In other words, how do you know, when you said 4, in other words, that how do you know if there's 3 more than 1? How do you know there's 3 more than an unpaid watchman? If you hold that a renter is like an unpaid watchman, so really there's only an unpaid watchman plus 2. So plus 2. So you can say, this is my self-explaining, but I understand it. But if you tell me what 4 this way, so you really tell me what? No. Here, even the primary watchman is what? Is a unpaid watchman. But you tell me unpaid watchman plus 3, so it must be what? you hold it there, or that really want that there's really three more types, and not and type three, which we call a renter, was not already subsumed in what? In the case of the unpaid watch. That's what I meant to say. All right, one second. Is it really Rabbi Meir? Okay, it's Rabbi Meir. Is Rabbi Meir really the one who holds that what? That a renter is like a paid watch? And Rabbi Meir, we heard the opposite. The Tanya, we learned that a soker pays for a renter has to be paid. Rabbi Meir Omer, Rabbi Meir says he pays like an unpaid watchman. Rabbi Yehuda American Rabbi Yehuda says that he pays like that the renter pays like a paid watchman. Rabbi learned the opposite. He learned the brisa where the opinions are reversed, and therefore it's really what Meir owns, that a soker is like a shover sachat, that a renter is like a paid watchman, and it's where Yehuda holds that a renter is like a free watchman. Yes, to the best of my knowledge, there's really four. That's it, just the four. Now, yeah. Let me see. Ayihachi. So that's what Gemara is about to say. Gemara says, Yachi, if it's true that really what? If you tell me that a renter, okay, is, but in any way you look at it, what's going on? According to all opinions, now I tried to preclude this before. According to all opinions, a renter is either subsumed in the case of what? A free watchman, or subsumed in the category of what? Of a paid watchman. So it's Yachi says, Shloshim in here. So since everybody agrees that the paid watchman goes into one of the other two categories, anyway, there's only three. Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak says, there are still four actual cases with only three laws, and that's a very important point because they are still different cases, even though two of the cases have the same law. Okay. Now, now, you know that an unpaid watchman his only obligation is not to be negligent. A paid watchman has a greater obligation. Being not negligent is not enough. He has to do better than not being negligent. He has to make sure that it doesn't get stolen or lost. You see, he owes it. You're paying him. He has an obligation to do better. It's saying that he wasn't being not negligent is not enough. He's paid I paid you to do better. That's exactly the point. I thought this is insurance. I want to know. I want to have a guarantee. Remember, watchman is insurance. So he says, I want to guarantee. I want to be guaranteed against theft and loss. So you have to do better. Well, once I say since I pay him, he has to do better. Well, what's his obligation vis-a-vis accidents? Now you're right. The accidents is exempt on super accident. The third one is exempt. He's exempt if the animal broke its leg, if people kept it captive, if it died. But maybe he's still obligated better than just like vis-a-vis theft and loss. He's obligated better than like also accidents and maybe in terms of things beyond his control or beyond one's control generally, or more than beyond control. He still is obligated better than the unpaid watchman. Okay, let's take a look. What do we mean to say? There was a certain shepherd. So he was watching the sheep on the bank of the river of Papa. And what happened? So one of them slipped. Okay, without the Lamaya, fell into the water. After the coming to Rabba, so the owner came in front of Rabba. He wants his money from the shepherd who patre. Rabba said, "What? No, he's exempt." Okay, why? He says, "Omar." He says, "My avi later memory. What were you supposed to do? It was an accident." I said, "I'm not interested." Since he watched the normal watching he's doing, all he has to do is do the norm, okay, which he did, okay. I'm not saying that. He watches as long as he watches the normal way, okay, that people normally watch, okay. Why? Because the only time he's obligated, okay, obligated is for theft or loss. But this is a greater beyond his control than theft and loss. He's obligated to go beyond the call of duty of a normal person for theft and loss. But he wasn't obligated to go beyond the call of duty for things that are more accidental than that. He does as long as he watches normally, it's fine. Abaya. So Abaya said to Rabbi, he says, "What you're telling me what? That as long as the guy watches normally, he's considered accidental, and that's all considered like death, etc. Okay, even though it's not exactly like that, it did die, but that's not the point." He says, let's say the guy left the sheep and he goes to town. In the town, it's normal people who watch, they'll go to town, okay, and they'll leave the sheep on its own. Achinami de Pater, is that case the shepherd is also exempt? Amalei, he said, yeah, that's right. As long as he watches the normal thing is to go into town to eat and get a tea, whatever it is, he can do it. He goes home at 5, he goes, let him stay. Okay, Gana Porta B, Dana de Ganesha, if he takes a nap with people, when normal people take a nap, Achinami de Pater, he's also exempt in that case. Amalei says yes. He said yes. He says, in all those cases, ACV, Abaya says, Sakasha Durama. You want to tell me what? He has no greater obligation than a normal guy, even though he has a great obligation to protect the loss, he doesn't have a great obligation to use the accident. ACV, Abraham, unseen to show Masaka Parker land. We learn in the Bible, so what are accidents that the Shomer Sofer is exempt for? He said, okay, if they're going, so what is it? This is the case in Eo. His friends had to tell him that he got bad. What happened? The people from the people from Shirah came and they took his animals. They took his animals, and took his animals. They said, "Ryan, he could have people," and they murdered. They smote the boys, the young men who were watching. So he told them what to. He said in the Bible, said that is the kind of accidents we're talking about. I know, but what? And therefore, what? You see what? But anything less than anything that's absolutely most beyond your control. Okay, is something that the Shomer Sofer is not really doing. So something that's more than theft and loss, but less than true accident. They are obligated. Amalei said, "No." He said, "Hasan, the Chazani Mata, you're making a mistake. Those guys were not paid watchmen. They were not paid watchmen. They were city watchmen. City watchmen. Okay, their job is much greater. They were hired to do a much better job than a paid watchman. A paid watchman only had to watch. A paid watchman only had to watch as well as theft and loss. He didn't have to watch better than anybody else vis-a-vis accidents. But these guys, that's what they're hired for. They're hired for even things that's beyond theft and loss. Even things more than theft and loss, they have something. So therefore, what? So those guys, when are they exempt? They're only exempt by truth. The guys come and the marauders come, with a killing or killers, etc. That's what they're exempt. Normal, but more than theft and loss, they're obligated. Okay, ACB, so he said you have no kasha. ACB again, Abai wants to prove to Rabbah, no, you're wrong, and that even things that the pay watch has to do more than a normal person. Ad Masai Shomer Sofer Chai Lishmar. We learn also in the Brisa, how long does the paid watchman? How far does the watchman of the paid watchman go? Ad Kedei I used to be Yom Achlanechar. Remember, Yaakov was telling Laban how much he suffered to work for him. He says, "I used to be Yom Achlanechar. I was eaten up by the heat in the daytime, and the cold at night." Okay, so therefore, what? So you see that we assume he was a paid watchman, and he has to do more than normal people do not suffer that much. You see that as a paid watchman, Yaakov had to do more. So you see clearly a right to me to buy it against you, Rabbah. On our lace, the Rabbah said to buy it. Says, Hasam Nami, the Chazani Mata. That case was also where they were talking about what? The Bryce was talking about people who were obligated to, who were supposed to watch the city at night, that by definition they were hired to do a better job than the normal paid watchman. Their job is to go above and beyond and protect. Okay, therefore, they have to be like Yaakov a bit more. Amalei, so Abai said to Rabba, he says, how could they compare? The people are the people who watch the city at night. He says, obviously, and Yaakov Vina was the paradigm. I don't know. Yaakov Vina was he a city guard at night? Amalei Yaakov Laban. He says no. He says you're making a mistake. It's not that he was a city guard, but that's what he did. The facts are he wasn't. You're right. He wasn't a hired city guard. But that's how he behaved. The Amar Lay love, and that's what he was telling love, and I behaved that way. Not you left me to see it. I did. I went above and beyond and guarded beyond my obligation. I'm okay. Mata. What I did better than you do. Okay, like an like a night watchman. You see, but that wasn't the case. You have to be careful. You have to read the story. The the famous rabbi of Sans, the famous Sans Rav, who was like Chaim Mitzans. So he didn't, he wasn't a chassid when he was a kid. He was recruited later. He became recruited to get anyway. So he was a massive Talmud Chacham. So when he was younger, I told you the story already. I told you there was always an argument, whether it's always have a problem by identifying a corpse by the clothing. Why? Because the clothing might, even if the clothing was this guy's, but he might have lent it. Maybe somebody else was wearing it. Maybe he lent it to somebody else. So early on in his career, he wrote a letter to a big rabbi, bringing a raya that you all can identify a corpse from a clothing. Because you see that Yaakov, when the kid said, "Here, see if this is your kid," and he said, "Oh," he said when he showed him the bloody garment. He said, my son's dead. A wild animal got him. So you see what the Yaakov Rabina Paskin, that you can identify the corpse by what? You can identify the dead man by the clothing. So the messenger who was carrying the letter from Rav Chaim, the young Rav Chaim to the big rabbi, he showed it to somebody else on the way. So the guy said, "Don't deliver the letter. You're gonna embarrass, Rabbi Chaim." Why? He said because he says it's such a bad proof. You see, Yaakov was wrong. He said his son was alive. He said was dead. And he was alive. It was wrong. Yosef was alive. So it's not. It's a very bad proof. But the guy delivered the letter anyway. When he got back to the big rabbi, he delivered it. So he told him what the guy on the way said, that he shouldn't deliver the letter because the time was going to be embarrassed. He said, "No." He says, "What are you talking about? Who cares if Yosef was dead or alive? Since Yaakov Avinu said on the basis of the shirt, my son is dead, that's the halacha. Who cares what happened? The reality of that, the halacha is you're allowed to say that. Okay, so it worked out the other way. We'll have to worry about it. We'll figure out what to do, but that's not the point. Anyway, it's an interesting point. So here, you have to know the story. You have to know the story. So over here, no, you're reading it. What he says, you're making a mistake. He says, you think that Yaakov was representing himself as what? As an unpaid watchman. As a paid watchman. He says, no. He says, listen, I treated you so well that I did much better than the job of a paid watchman. I did more, but that's not the law of a paid watchman. So you have to know the story to get the story. Okay, ACB. Okay, so again, Abai wants to ask a kasha. And I show you what the paid watchman has to do better than a normal person vis-a-vis accidents. Rosh Roa V'hiniach Edro. We learn in the file. If a watcher, if the shepherd was watching V'hiniach Edro, okay, and he left the flock. Ubali, and he went to town. Was a then came a wolf. Okay, the Torah. Okay, and dragged away one of the sheep. Who bought Ari with us, or a lion came and tore it apart. That's the difference, because lions tear it apart on the spot, and the wolves take it back to the hole. And omdim, okay, we don't say the following. We don't make the following assessment. Either we don't say, oh look, had he been there, Hayamatzel, he would have saved. El omdim, so this is how we evaluate. It says ima yopalahatzil, okay, we don't say what had he been there. Had he been there, he would have been. We don't say had he been there, he could have saved it. We say what? If he had been, he said, im yochalat still, okay, had he been able to save it, he's obligated to love, and if not, not. Okay, so we don't say that had he been there, he could have saved it. We see if he could have been there, and had he been there, he saved it inside, but he couldn't have saved it. Not now, my law. Okay, what is the Brisa? What is the Brisa trying to tell me? Okay, he says. I'll be either the what isn't that case or what what you told me? He went to town, okay, when people go to town, and yet he's obligated. If had he been there, he was able to save it. He has to pay. So you see, it's like the halacha is like me, not like you. And even though he went to town on the normal time, still we're going to hold him obligated. Had he been there? He said no. He says you make a mistake. No, that's not the case. The case is what I'll be in the it's where he went. And if he went in an abnormal time, he shouldn't have gone yet, or shouldn't have gone at that time. And therefore, what? He was negligent. Of course, he has to pay. He says, "I have to have my partner." So, in 1 second, then why, if he wouldn't have been able to save it, why is he exempt? He also, according to you, since he was negligent, he also was sure so for honest. Okay, Chai, we're going to say what? That even the case where if the person started out by being negligent, even though in the end, he was negligent for not being there, and even though had he been there, he couldn't have saved it. But the Allah is what we're going to say what? That if you start with negligence and you end up with accident, you're still obligated. Okay, so he says still have to pay. So he says, what are you talking about? So I must, isn't it like me that really what? That even acting normally you're obligated? He says, no, he acted abnormally, and he's still not obligated. Wasn't why? No, because what happened was, you know why he went to town? You're right, he went to town because he heard the lion. He was running away. Says the so okay, my related member. So then why do we evaluate if he had been there, what he would have done? Then he's completely free because he had to run away from the lion. He's completely beyond his control. So even had he been there, he could have saved it. Who cares? He had to run away. Says, okay, look, no, you make a mistake. The truth is that even if a guy ran away from a lion, but he has to come back, he can still, what you do is you gather up all the other shepherds and come up, right, and come back with sticks, okay, and scare it away. Says the Hofi, says my area, he says, if that's true. He says, if that's true, that what, that it's only by Hofi. If that's true, the Shemamayir Shemasachar, why then, if a person has an obligation to come back with sticks, then why do you only talk about a paid watchman? I feel that even an unpaid watchman would have been considered negligent for what, for not coming back with other people in sticks. Okay, because you're the very one, you Rabbi yourself said Shomachinam Shahayalo the Kadem Makos. Even an unpaid watchman, according to you, you're the one who said it's normal. It's a normal thing. It's negligent not to show up with a bunch of people with sticks. But he didn't show up. Chayev, okay, so he has to pay. So even an unpaid watchman had to go that far. That's negligence. He says no. He says make a mistake. He says Shemachina Bechina. He says when I said what the unpaid watchman, Fesh has to do it, but he has to get them to do him a favor. Okay, then if he didn't get them to do a favor, he didn't try to get to a favor, he's negligent. What a paid watchman? No, not only is he obligated to get them, even if they won't do him a favor, he has to take his own money and spend it. No, he has to take his own money and spend it and what? Take the money and pay them. He has to go out of his way to even pay them. Even if they won't do it, he has to come and pay them. Hi, bad comma. And the rest of 1 second. How much does he have to pay him? Okay, to save the guy's animals if he's a shomasaka. So we still answered. They demand him up to the whole value of the animals. So what are you talking about? He says, okay, now. So Gemara says, since when is the shomasaka obligated for true accidents? If there's a lion there, why is it his job to pay for it? He says, you're right, he's not paying for it, but the other shakal the mayor about buys. You're right, he gets the money back, but it is negligent if he doesn't go out and put out the money. He has to go out and do it. He says, I'm going to let a couple of buy. He says, if that's true, if he's taking it back, what do you do for the guy? If he's being reimbursed, I understand. The guy gave you sheep worth $100. You pay $100 to save them, then you collect $100. So you lost the sheep anyway. What'd you do for him? You didn't save a sheep. The $100 that you paid to save a sheep, he made your payment, so you lost the sheep anyway. How'd you save a sheep? The answer is no. You make a mistake. You did save the sheep. Why? He says, why do you pay it? Why are you allowed to put out money to be reimbursed even for the price of the flock? Now, okay, because he already knows the personality of the flock. Even if he lost the whole value of the flock, it's better than having to buy a new flock. Why? Because he knows the psychology of this flock already. He knows their ways. Or furthermore, okay, inami or latifli or the other way. Even the trouble of buying a new flock is it. You should know. I told you I spent some time understanding cattle drive, and it's amazing. It's a very intelligent business. You understand? And people have to understand a great deal. And not only do you have to know about cattle, they have to know about this particular group. Every groups have particular things. A certain male, they all follow such. There's characteristics of the herd. You know what I'm saying? You can have a herd where one bull it runs the whole everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the nature. So there's just like there's a nature, let's say, of humans. But in a given society, there's a certain personality of that particular society. Animals have a nature, but a particular herd of animals has its own local. There's a sociology of cows instead of a particular herd, etc., etc. So knowing the psychology of a particular herd is also nice. So even if keeping the herd costs you the whole value of the herd, that's more valuable than the new that's starting over again. That's one way to do it. Okay? So they did not agree with Rabbah. They held what? Like Abaya, that a paid watchman has a greater obligation than a normal person vis-a-vis accidents. Because they said, when a case came in front of him, they said, listen, always the owner can say, listen, that's why I paid you. That's why I paid you to do a better watching, okay, than normal people do. Okay? Others of law. So there was a guy who was a porter. Yeah. Yeah. Call the guy's getting paid. Yeah.
No. Avoid the guy who's being paid and call 911. don't
Yeah.
go to the guard at the door.
Yeah,
That's
because
his saying.
because
Because he looks good, but he's not.
he's not a good guy.
Nowadays they kill the boys.
Yeah. They're not. Oh, but he's not a security guy. Yeah. 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 I got it.
The doorman, and you get paid
Not in these times.
minimum
Yeah.
wage
Yeah. You don't do
to be a
much.
security
Yeah.
guard. That's like a show.
I got it. Now I got the point. I understand. Yeah.
And we pay such low rates. They'd be insane trying
To do anything. Yeah.
confront that in, a risk.
I get it. Yeah.
When one guy actually got in trouble for like trying to cut the leg off.
In Israel, when I was much younger, so they used to give the civil guard M1s. M1s were like really, really passe rifle. They used them. They were Second World War guns, and they were used in Korea. And in Korea, they were already
Not good.
not good, and they're crazy guns. And no two guns are the same. One shoots high and right, one shoots low and left. They get hot. They lock. They're terrible. Anyway, that's what they use for civil guard in Israel when I came to Israel. Civil guard, yeah, M1s. Nope, it's a gun. It works. So I'm out with my brother one night. You see a guy's like hollow in the corner. We show up, we got the two guns, two rifles in the middle of the night. Guy says, "Don't shoot, I'm English." He says, that's what kind of guards we were. Okay, anyway. Rav Chisda Rabuna, okay, the Sri Lahad Rabba, it says what they did. I guess pardon me. Now, Bahadur of law. Bahadur of law he was a porter. Okay, he was transporting animals over the bridge of the river Naj. So one animal pushed the other, bumped the other. Threw it into the water. So the owner comes. He wants to charge the porter for the loss of the animal. The Chayve and Rav Papa made the porter pay. So the porter said to him, "My remember what was supposed to do? That's an accident. One animal knocks the other one off. It's my problem. I'm late." So Rav Papa said, "Yeah, you should have moved them one at a time, not made them vulnerable to being pushed by the other one." Amarle says, "Yadata bar bay bar." Is any one of your nephews, any Jew, the Muslim of Can anybody, is that normal for anybody to be able to take the time to take them across one by one? Nobody does that. Amalei says to him, he said, people long before you already made this plan. Nobody listened to them. He says that you're wrong. That's right. People don't do it, but you got to do it. You got paid, and it's your job to do it. Okay, Ibu ifkid kitna. Okay, Berunya. Ibu deposited flax with in the house of Runya as what as an unpaid watchman. Also Shabu as an unpaid watchman. Also Shabu. So Shabu, who was a thief, but he was an armed thief. He came and he took it. He took it away from him. So Pukargan. In the end, what everybody knew who the thief was. Atos, I came in front of the coming of Nachman. He wants the depositee Runya to pay him. Okay, to pay him. Rav Nachman said that the depositee had to pay him for the cost of the flax. Now, what do you mean? What's going on? An armed thief came and took it away. The answer is why? Because he says what? He has to pay him, and then he himself has to go. Since everybody knows who the thief is, he has to go. He has to pay back the owner and go back and recover the money himself. So even though it was completely out of his control, he's still obligated. So let's say Rav Nachman disagrees with Rav Huna Ba'arban. The Shulchan Rav Huna Ba'arban, because Rav Huna once said the following halacha. Okay, if something is stolen by onus from the domain of the watchman, and afterwards we know who the thief is. If he's an unpaid watchman, which is the case above, if he wants, he can swear that it was an accident. He's out. If he wants, he doesn't swear. So then he can pay the money. But if he's a paid watchman, then what? Then he must pay him, and he can't swear. Okay, it's not up to him. Okay, since like we said, like I told you before, since this Runya was an unpaid watchman, So how could Rav Nachman? So you see, this is against the ruling of Rav Nachman. Why did Rav Nachman make him pay? We said, what? That he has a right to say, I don't want to pay. Rav, he says, no. He says, it's not necessarily a disagreement. He says, awesome. In the case of Abuna Ba'abin, he would agree that he would still agree that the Shomachinam has to pay. Why? Because Gavri, the Parmuska, okay, Habikaiman. There were government policemen right there when the guy came. The Ramakala had he just screamed, Habi Atamatsari. So really what everybody agrees. The truth is that over there the reason why they pay was not simply because it's the Shomer Chinam's obligation to recover. It's not the Shomer Chinam's obligation to recover. But this Shomer Chinam was really what? Was negligent in the sense what? Since there were policemen nearby, he should have opened his mouth and screamed. And we'll call that a dal. Have a wonderful day. A wonderful Shabbat.
The moral is don't watch other people suffering if you're better.
Okay, that was good. Oh, wonderful. Sure, just you wrote down. That's what I did.
Have a good Shabbos.
I'm going to write my book.
Shabbos, Rabbi.
Good Shabbos. He was here.
He was on Zoom.
Oh,
Now it's blank. I don't know. He was. I did see him before.
Yes, everyone have a good Shabbos. Be well.
that wasn't here for shoppers.
No.
Up north.
No.
Up north.
He has a graduation and a
What are you
wedding.
talking about? They're talking to me.
We were very careful. We go to bar mitzvahs. We go to that. But they graduate from nursery. They graduate from kindergarten. They graduate from 8th. And you have to sit here for 4 hours to watch your kid.
Yeah, but it's more reason for them to get that. They get more gifts.
Hey, Bob.
Have a good Shabbos. Be well.
Take care. You too.
You know, I know